In the earlier session we discussed how to visualize the representation of the terminating decimal by using the successive multiplication. Now before going to discuss the next exercise, let us discuss the operations on real numbers. Now consider some numbers root 3 plus or minus root 3 and consider root 3 minus root 3. Consider root 3 into root 3. Now consider root 3 divided by root 3. Here, what are the numbers we considered here? You can observe that all these are the irrational numbers. So here, we are adding two irrational numbers, we are subtracting two irrational numbers, we are multiplying two irrational numbers and we are dividing two irrational numbers. Now, we need to check whether we are getting the answer as irrational or rational. Let us check here. What is the value of plus into minus? Minus. So, we got it here. Root 3 minus root 3 which is 0. So, what is the number? This is nothing but rational number, right? What is this number? Rational number. Now, check this one. Root 3 minus root 3 which is 0. It is also a rational number. We know that the rational numbers are denoted by the letter Q. Now, check this one. Root 3 into root 3. How many times this root 3 is? We are multiplying 2 times. So, we can write this one as root 3 whole square. Because here we are multiplying 2 times, we have written root 3 whole square. So here, this square and root will get cancelled, you will get the value as 3. And you know that this 3 is also a rational number. Now here, divide these two values. If you divide, you are getting the result as 1. And you know that it is also a rational number. From this, what we can conclude here, the sum, the subtraction, multiplication and division of two irrational numbers need not be an irrational number. That means if you add, subtract, multiply, divide two irrational numbers, the result should not be an irrational number. This is the conclusion. Write it. The addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of two irrational numbers need not be an irrational number. In the fill in the blanks or in the multiple choice questions, they will ask in the exam what the addition of two irrational numbers are. Is it a irrational number, rational or not? They will ask like this. So, from this what we can conclude here, the sum, subtraction, multiplication, division of two irrational numbers need not be an irrational number. Okay, this is important. Now, see the next one. Here let us consider, here we took both are irrational number. Now let us consider one number as rational and one number as irrational. Now check that one. Consider 5 root 2. This 5 is rational and root 2 is irrational. Consider 5 by root 2. Consider 5 plus root 2 and consider 5 minus root 2. Here what we took here, just we took two numbers, one is the rational number and other is the irrational number. And if you are adding one rational and irrational, here we are subtracting one rational from irrational and here we are dividing and here we are multiplying. What will be the result? Whether it is an irrational number or rational number. Let us check here. What is the value of 5 root 2 which is nothing but 5 into root 2. Right, here nothing is there means you need to keep here multiplication. What is the value of root 2? In the earlier session we discussed how to find the square root of the irrational number by using the long division method. What is the value of root 2? 1.414 and up to so on. Here just multiply it. What you will get here? 5 4s 20, 0. 2, 5 1s 5, 7, again 5 4s 20, 0, 2, 5 1s which is 7. You got it here 7.00070 and up to so on. Because this is a non-terminating decimal, it keeps on going after the decimal point. So here what we have done here, we have multiplied one rational number with irrational number. But what we got the result, which is an irrational number. You know that the irrational numbers are denoted by the letter Q dash. Now see this one. Can we divide 5 by 1.414? Can we divide this number? We cannot divide this number. For this, we need to do the rationalization. Now, this rationalization process we are going to discuss after the few minutes. Now, see here 5 by root 2. Here, just you need to make the denominator as the rational number. Which number you need to multiply so that the denominator will become a rational number? Just you need to multiply the same number. This one we are going to discuss now. Root 2 by root 2. Just multiply with the same number. So what will get 5 into root 2? We already calculated, which is 7.070 and so on. Right? And what is the value of root 2 into root 2? Which is nothing but root 2 whole square. How many times this root 2 is multiplied? 2 times. So writing here root 2 whole square. This square and this one will get cancelled. What is the result left out? 7.70 up to so on divided by 2. Now we can divide it. Can we divide like this? If you take 5 by root 2, 5 by root 2 is nothing but 5 point. What is the value of root 2? 1.41 up to so on. Since we cannot divide like this, we change this irrational denominator into the rational denominator. That process we call it as a rationalization. Now here you can cancel it one. How much you will get? 2 3s are 6. 1 will be left. 2 5s 10. And after it 2 3s are 6. And 1 will be left. That means and so on. It is also a irrational number. And here the next one. 5 plus root 2. 5 plus what's the value of root 2? 1.414 and so on. If you add this number, what you get here? 6.414 and so on. And it is also a irrational number. Now check this one. 5 minus 1.414 and so on. If you calculate here, what you will get here? Again you will get a irrational number if you subtract this one. So here what we can observe from this, if one is rational and the other is irrational, there is some multiplication, division, subtraction, you will get always the result as the irrational number. Before what we have discussed here, the sum, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of two irrational numbers need not be an irrational. Here the product of the rational and irrational is irrational. The multiplication of rational number with the irrational number is irrational, and the addition of the rational and irrational is also irrational. Now write that one. Conclusion here. Just what we have done here, we took one number as rational and one number as irrational, and after doing addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, we got all the values as irrational. So here write, if one of the number is rational and the other number is irrational, then their addition, subtraction, multiplication, division will always an irrational number. So what is our conclusion here? If you take one number as rational and the other number as irrational, if you add, subtract, divide, multiply, the result will always be an irrational. Before that, what we got here need not be an irrational. These two are important. Now see the next one. Rationalization. what is meant by rationalization? If you want to define rationalization, let us take one example here. 1 by root 2. Can we divide 1 by root 2? Before only I told this example. 1 by 1.414 and so on. We cannot divide this number because 1.414 and so on divided by 1. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. So here for that reason, just what we have done, we have changed this irrational number into rational number. If you change this irrational number into rational number, then we can divide. So which number we need to multiply here? The same number you need to multiply here. So 1 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2. If you have done like this, what will happen here? This number will become the rational number. So here you will get here root 2 by, how many times this root 2 is repeating here? 2 times. So you will get root 2 whole square. This one will get cancelled. You will get root 2 by 2. Now we can divide it. What is the value of root 2, which is nothing but 1.414 and so on, divided by 2. Now you can do it here. How much you will get here? 2 7s are 14 and here 0, 2 7s 14. Now you got the answer. Since we cannot divide 1 by 1.414 and up to so on, what we have done? We have changed the irrational denominator into the rational denominator. This process we call it as an rationalization. Now writing the definition. The process of changing the irrational denominator into rational denominator is called rationalization. This process we call it as an rationalization. Consider one more example here. 1 by 4 plus root 3. Here also you can observe that we cannot divide these two values because in the denominator it has an irrational number. What we need to do? Just we need to change this irrational denominator into the rational denominator. So which number you need to multiply and divide? The same number. Here just you need to change the symbol. So here just 4 minus root 3 by 4 minus root 3. Why we have done like this? Because here we got here one formula which is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. That means you have to write the denominator such that this root should be cancelled. How the root should be cancelled? Here it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. You know that a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So here 1 into 4 minus root 3, which is nothing but 4 minus root 3 by, which is, what is the formula for a plus b into a minus b? You already studied in the 8th class, which is a square minus b square. So what is the value of a here? 4 square minus what is the value of 3? Root 3 whole square. Here this square will get cancelled, and what you will get here, which is 4 minus root 3 by, what is the value of 4 square? 4 into 4, which is 16, minus, here what is left out here? 3. So here 4 minus 3 root 3 by 30. Here the denominator, here you can observe that it is an irrational number. After doing the rationalization process, we got the denominator as the rational number. So this process we call it as an rationalization. That means in the denominator it should not be an irrational number. For that, just you need to multiply and divide the same number so that the root will be cancelled and you will get the denominator as the rational number. In the tomorrow session, we are going to discuss about the surds.